Okay, let me get ready here. All right. Well, hello everybody. It's really nice to see you. Welcome to Mondays with Mark. I'm Mark, and we're on your favorite YouTube channel, SmokeySteveAndMarc. Today, we're not going to be baking, we're not going to be cooking or doing crafts, and we're not going to be talking about anything serious either. I had a few requests to do a tour, or like a little visitation, so to speak, of my where we live, of Scranton. So, as a special little treat, that's what I did today. Steven was at work all day, and it was a beautiful day out, so I thought, well, let's go out and walk through Scranton. So that's what I did. So I'm going to show you some interesting sights in Scranton. So I hope you enjoy it. Scranton is the 6th largest city in the state, Philadelphia being the first. Pittsburgh, my hometown, is second, I believe. Scranton really made its name back in the 19th and 20th centuries, really, with the coal and the railway and everything. It's also home to the Scranton Jazz Festival. It's one of the biggest jazz festivals around. Gets some pretty big names there. It's 3 days every August. And of course the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I think it's the 2nd largest in the entire country. Why that is, I have no idea. We're kind of a small city, but yeah, I don't know. And I guess it's probably most famous for The Office, if there's any Office fans out there. I did reference it. I visited a couple little spots that's famous for The Office. But interestingly enough, none of The Office was filmed in Scranton at all. It was all filmed in California. But we still get thousands of visitors that come to Scranton because of the TV show. It's kind of funny. So I'm not going to take up any more time. I'm going to share with you what I did today. And this is a tour of our hometown of Scranton. So I hope you enjoy it. Well, hello, and so for the first stop on our tour of Scranton, we are going to the mall at Steamtown. And there's some interesting things in here, is why I wanted to stop here first to show you about. But it is very, very a nice mall and everything. So I'm walking backwards, if you can tell. But okay, I'll see you inside. Bye. So we're back inside the mall, and no stop would be complete without the Scranton Welcomes You sign. For those of you who are fans of The Office, you probably know this sign very, very, very well, right? It's now located inside the mall at Steamtown, and yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Let's see if I can get it in there. There we go. Scranton welcomes you. That was my Office impression. Anyway, talk to you soon. Bye. Yes. We were just talking about The Office. Scranton has The Office merchandise everywhere. Okay, so we walked outside of the mall, and we're at one of the more interesting stops in Scranton, I think. We are at the Scranton National Historical Site, and here you will find rail cars and trolleys and buildings, all from back in the day. Scranton is really steeped in history, especially with coal and the railways, and I find it totally fascinating. Let's see if we can get some here. All of the cars are, exactly the way they were back then. There's a rail car there. There's a passenger car there. I think it's pretty cool. It's real bright. I'm not sure if you can see it. I hope you can. But the Trolley Museum is also here in Scranton. And Scranton is called the Electric City because Scranton was home to America's very first electrical powered trolley system back in 1836, I think it was. I'll have to check that. But that's why it's called the Electric City. Let's see if we can get a panoramic view here. It is actually really, really beautiful. And I love touring the cars. I think it's so cool. Some of them are real creepy. And that behind me is the mall, which we were just in. This whole site is right attached to the mall. So, we're gonna go off to our next stop now. Okay, talk to you soon, bye. So I thought I would take a rest. I'm sitting on a bench with my friend here. Kind of creepy, actually. But let's see what his name is. His name is Edward J. Lynette, in case you wanted to know. So we're heading over to Courthouse Square right now, which is right around the corner, and I'll check back in with you then. Okay? Bye. So I'm standing right now in Courthouse Square, downtown Scranton, and this is the heart of the city, right in the center of the city. Whoa! There's a lot of statues, a lot of monuments, this is the courthouse right here in the center, and it's an actual beautiful building. A lot of the buildings in Scranton are so old, and so the architecture here is just amazing, I think. But this is in the center of the city, and this is where all the festivals happen, and all of the, there we go, I'm trying to get you all the way around here. Actually, on all sides of the square, you'll find a lot of nice little shops, boutiques, coffee shops, things like that. I'm not going to take you all the way around it with me because you're probably going to get bored with it, but, it's one of my favorite places in the city to come. I like to come here, get some coffee, sit down, and people watch. As a matter of fact, that was one of the first things Steven and I did when we moved down here. We got some coffee and sat down and talked, so it holds a special place. This is the Veterans Memorial Plaza, which is on, I think this is the east side of the building. And we'll take a walk over here very quickly. This is newer too, within the last, I think, 4 years, maybe 5, they put this up. And as you can see, the walls have quotes and sayings, service, honor, and there's some really nice ones here. A nation reveals itself not only by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors and the men it remembers, by Kennedy. And if you go along the entire side of this building, it goes all the way around with nice little quotes and things like that. So anyway, this is Courthouse Square. So we're walking away from Courthouse Square now, and I thought I would show you the tower. Let me get over to the side here. That is the Scranton Times Tower, and there it is. Now I can see it. Hope you can too. And they do the annual lighting of the tower around Christmas time. It marks the start of the Christmas season here. They light it all up and have fireworks, and it's pretty cool. Where will we go next? I don't know. Let us see. Okay, so another interesting stop in Scranton, Pennsylvania is the Houdini Museum. I've actually never been inside the Houdini Museum, but we are planning to go to check it out. It's pretty interesting from what I hear. It's an old historical building that it's built in, and there's not really much to say about it. It's a museum. It features Houdini. It has a lot of memorabilia and actually handwritten letters from him, and the only interesting thing about that is one of his longest running shows in his career was right here in Northeast Pennsylvania. Not necessarily Scranton, but it was Northeast Pennsylvania. So that's pretty cool. I find Houdini to be pretty fascinating. So I did want to show you the Houdini Museum. Okay, bye. So, well, that was my little tour of Scranton. I hope you enjoyed it. Gosh, I gotta learn how to use the camera a little bit better, huh? Because I'm looking all over the place. I can never remember where the camera actually is. And I finally figured out how to film everything in landscape mode instead of up and down. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. There were some things that I wanted to show you that I didn't get a chance to. Scranton's also home of the University of Scranton, of course. It's pretty renowned. It's a Jesuit college. and it's literally right around the corner from where we live. Couple other things, the Lackawanna coal mine tour. It's still, you know, Scranton it was famous back in the day, really, for its coal mining. And there's still a coal mine here, the Lackawanna coal mine, and you can take tours of it. You can get in the original cars and go down into the coal mine. We haven't done it yet, but that is so right up my alley. I'm gonna have to get on Steve. I don't know why he didn't take me there. I'm gonna have to talk to him.
Did you ever bring it up? Did you ever ask?
Steve's here, by the way.
Let's hang out in a tunnel with dirt underground.
Actually, I did.
This is like New Yorkers who've never been to the Statue of Liberty. I've lived here most of my life, and I've never gone on the coal
I
tour.
would love to go on the coal mine tour.
I'm claustrophobic.
We'll have to do that, and we'll make a video.
It's good in the summer because it's supposed to be always like 50 degrees down there.
Yeah,
it's chilly.
year round. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so that's cool. But we'll do it, and we'll make a video of it.
Okay, it's a little dark down there.
Yeah. Well. And, of course, PNC Field, which is just outside of the city, minor league baseball. It's the home to the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Raiders. And that's, you know, a lot of famous baseball players get their start there. It's New York Yankees. I think it's their
farm team
affiliated with the New York Yankees. And it's pretty cool to go there. I was at 2 games there, and it's a lot of fun. And, of course, there's Lake Scranton, which is absolutely beautiful, and they have a walking trail all the way around it. In fact, if I read correctly, there's over 700 miles of walking trails in all of Scranton. It's pretty cool, and it is beautiful. Naog Park is another attraction. It's really, really nice there. And what else? Oh, and I went there to show you this because it's funny. The Archibald Pothole State Park, and it actually is a pothole, and it is a state park built around this pothole. I went there to show it to you, but it was closed. Memorial Day, they are going to reopen it. But interestingly enough, it's the smallest state park around, but it has the world's largest glacier pothole. It's literally a hole. But it's like famous, and it's so funny. It's the Pothole State Park. You should Google it because I find it absolutely hysterical. But
I think it's typical for this area.
Oh,
build a state park around a pothole.
But it's the world's largest.
Yeah, well,
smallest state park, but the largest.
There's another one in
Glacier,
Sweden or something, and they have a sign there saying that the next one is here.
Is here, yeah. That was the next thing I was going to say. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, there were just couple highlights of Scranton for you. It is a beautiful city. Like I said in the video, I was always amazed by the architecture here. The buildings are really, really nice. But I guess I don't have anything else. I really hope you enjoyed my little tour of Scranton with you, and thank you so much for spending the day with me. And please, please, please subscribe, give us the thumbs up, and check us out on Instagram and on Facebook, SmokeySteveAndMarc. Send us a friend request. We can make it real interactive like that. And I guess that's really all that I have for you today, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.